First off, Brady, your initial thoughts on tonight's game here?
Massive win. There's an opportunity. It's a 4-point swing. These types of games, and usually these big games are after bye week. But with how close everything is, it's as important in early December. So we came in the mindset that last game of the road trip, we wanted to get this road trip on a over 500 record, and that'd be a successful trip. So it was a great game by absolutely everybody on the team.
He jumps up to the line with you and Timmy, and maybe what did you see from Zetterlund's game specifically on the forecheck in this game tonight?
He's such a horse, like just the power in his game, I feel like every puck battle he wins it. So he's such a strong player, good skater, and of course I played with Timmy for a long time. So I'm really excited about the chemistry that we had tonight, and I'm excited for the future games and what we can build into.
You didn't like how that St. Louis game ended a couple games ago, where you had the lead, you lose in the third period. We know how Dallas went, where you had your opportunities, but ultimately you don't win that game. What did it mean for this team to take that lead into the third against the Canadiens and to hold on to it, and then you add that insurance marker at the end?
I think the difference with tonight was the positivity throughout the room. I think everybody just tried focusing on just one shift at a time, but what they can control. And I think the St. Louis, we didn't just play a great game at all, and then Dallas, so it is what it is. So tonight I think it shows the maturity that you can easily get into a trend, into a cycle, but we really made a commitment to one another that we're going to get the job done tonight.
Was there anything said in particular entering that third period that you mentioned, some of that positivity that was generated amongst you guys? Was that a theme entering the third?
I think it showed that once you got pucks behind them and cycled and holding on to pucks, especially versus the man-on-man, we create a lot of chances tonight. So, for us, it's a simple things that we can control. It's the pucks in, pucks out, hold on to it, and best defense is offense and staying aggressive.
You've already created a handful of moments for yourself in this building, obviously with Team USA. What does that goal, that fifth goal for your team, as the parade of boos rains down from the crowd, rank for you in terms of moments you've had at the Bell Center?
Yeah, I mean it was up there. I know with the injury it took a while to get the first one. So, but yeah, I mean I don't know if they're booing me or booing the play behind me. So, but yeah, it's always nice when hear the boos from this crowd.
You talked about getting the puck in behind the defense and getting that cycle game going. Is that the game that you guys have to play against the Canadiens, or is that the Senators when they're at their best?
That's the Senators when we're at our best. It's not pretty. It's greasy. It's the wall battles, getting to the net, getting shots to the net, and just playing that stingy game. So I know we've shown a lot that we can do that, and we've been consistent with it. And the last couple of games haven't been great with that, but that's definitely a big part of our identity, is being hard to play against in that way.
He gets the goal, but also 6 points overall from the back end. How important is that support from the D stepping up in the offensive zone?
They were great tonight. They really stepped up and did a job. And I think it's important for us being active and especially versus a man-on-man defense, that it creates a lot of confusion, and that's how you get your offense. So 6 points, I didn't know that, but they all played a great game tonight.
First off, Z, on a line with Timmy and Brady tonight, what do you see from your line out there on the forecheck, specifically in the offensive zone?
I mean, we know each other pretty well, we're playing a good game tonight, and we all are hard on pucks. We don't give it away, and we make plays out there, and we also scored some goals tonight, and that was nice.
Overall at 5-on-5, what do you see from the teens game here tonight? Outscored Montreal 5-0 in that regard. How important was that game overall from the group?
Yeah. I mean, we had a mindset before. We want it. We want to win and end this road trip great, and I think we did it really, really good.
What did it mean for you to score that goal in the first period, just seconds after the Canadiens score on the power play?
Oh, of course, it's huge. We don't want them to get momentum, and to get that one was nice. Well, for my grandma too. She passed away a couple of days ago. So it was nice. It was for her.
My condolences. What does it mean to you these last few games? You've got 4 goals in your last 6.
Yeah.
What's been clicking for you these last few games?
I think I gained confidence. Playing with good players and making plays out there. So it's nice.
Was it the best thing to have that game against a rival like Montreal after the 2 last games?
I mean, it's always fun to play here and play against these guys, and I think we had fun tonight, and we're going to keep it rolling. Thanks.
Sandy, first off, your initial thoughts on tonight's game?
It was a great win. Great way to finish off a long road trip, and I know we're very excited to get back home and start playing in front of our fans again.
6 points overall from the back end. Zuby gets one as well. Clev and Spence each with 2 points. How important is the overall D-core stepping up in the offensive zone to pick up points?
Yeah, I honestly thought this was probably our D-core is one of our best games of the season. We were skating the puck out of the zone. We were breaking out pucks really cleanly. Clevy played awesome. He was playing so physical and aggressive, and I thought everybody just had a great game.
Overall on the forecheck, team able to generate opportunities in the offensive zone. What do you see from the team overall at 5-on-5 specifically?
Yeah, our forwards are so good at just hounding their D, turning pucks over, and just so strong. Their D couldn't get it off them, and that was kind of the story of the night. Them just holding on down low, and I thought they were pretty tired by the end of the game.
Brady had said he'd really liked the mindset in the room in that game. Is there anything about the mindset, how you guys were interacting with each other, that stands out in this one?
Yeah, I mean, we had an ugly game in Dallas, so I think we wanted to turn the page and flip the script, and I thought we did tonight.
You mentioned those qualities of doing the dirty work and working down low. What does it mean to this team to be able to continue to do those things in the third period where last few games we weren't able to close out games?
Yeah, it's huge, especially against teams that have a lot of offensive defensemen that like to jump and get up in the rush. I think if you hold on pucks down low, make them tired, they're going to have no legs by the end of the game. So, in all honesty, I think we have the best forwards in the league that do that. It's so hard playing against them in practice. They're so strong, have great sticks. So we're very lucky to have them.
Jake, if I can take you back to your goal, you jump in, you were in the corner, you beat Dobson. Were you surprised to have an open lane to the net at that point? Nobody was there to block you after you went around Dobson.
Yeah, I think it just started with our forecheck. Just being aggressive allows us D to go down the wall, and I had a pinch there, and I think I had 2 forwards covering me there, and I think it was Ammo made a nice play to me, and just used my speed, and we had a pre-scout just take pucks to the net and be dirty with it.
Initial thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, a real good team effort. I like our 5-on-5 game was excellent tonight. I like how we played away from the puck. I like how we hounded the puck. It's a good game.
Z jumps up on the line with Timmy and Brady. What do you see from that unit and Z specifically?
Yeah, I thought that was one of Z's best games in a while. I thought the whole line was very good tonight. We had a lot of good players tonight.
6 points from the back end as well. Clev gets a couple points. Spence, Zuby gets the goal. What do you like from the back end jumping up to?
Just solid. Talked to our D about being more involved off the breakouts when they could. I thought they did a good job of that. I thought they did an outstanding job in the offensive zone as well.
What did you think of how your team played from a physical standpoint?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I liked the physicality in our game. I didn't think it was a crazy physical game, but I mean, I think we always try to play physical.
What was the key to make sure that you could contain Suzuki's line, which is explosive, and sometimes you feel you can contain them, and boom, they are able to get something good?
Oh, they're a good line, exactly like you said. They're very explosive. You got to be aware when they're on the ice, and usually the best way is to try to make them play in their zone. I thought we did a better job of that than we have in the past.
Sanderson had said the pre-scout for that game was get the puck to the front of the net and get dirty with it. How do you think your team achieved that tonight?
Well, I thought we hung on to the puck well in the offensive zone. It wasn't just game plan wasn't just to throw pucks blind. I thought our forwards did a real good job of protecting the puck, moving their feet, and picking good opportunities to get the pucks to the net. And we had a net presence.
And Brady said that he thought the mindset and the interaction between the players in the room was a strength tonight. What did you see?
I liked it. We talked about where our mindset should be after we'd lost 2 games in a row, playing a team that we're a point behind in their building. At this time of the year, this is probably as close to a playoff-like game you're going to get.
What do you think it means to this group to find a way to close down the third period, considering what the games were like in St. Louis and Dallas, where those games kind of went away from them in the second half of the game?
It didn't go the way we wanted. I think this was a totally different game. We've done a good job of protecting leads in the past. I think our team's very comfortable playing in a game that's a 1 or 2 goal game.
Travis, the Canadiens have a very mobile team core, and they create a lot of offense from there. What do you think you guys were able to do to kind of choke them off in their own zone?
Well, they're good. Like you said, they move well. They got a lot of motion in their game. I thought our wingers did a real good job of controlling their skating, keeping them in front of them, and our guys did a good job boxing out at the net.
Travis, you see them every day, but for somebody who don't see them every day, their Pinto line, if
Yeah.
you would have to explain the quality of work that you're able to sustain on the ice, what would be the key elements that you would give?
Well, they're very smart players. They're not just checkers. They can create offense, but they care about playing at both ends of the rink.
Thanks.